so let me show you a simple strategy that you can use as a beginner, and I can tell you, if you stick to it and you do your risk management very well, you are definitely going to be profitable. Okay, this is something that I've been doing for years. Okay, so, and I believe it's going to be helpful to you as well. First of all, in my last video, I made mention of the fact that this market can actually push to the upside. But although I expect to pull back here, but it didn't happen. Anyways, let's leave that aside and let's move to the main topic. So the first thing that you need to do basically is to first of all understand the direction of the market. Okay, and when I say understanding the direction of the market, I'm not talking about coming to a time frame like this, like 4 hour. If you are trading on 15 minutes or 30 minutes, yes, you can definitely start your analysis from 4 hour as your higher time frame, then 1 hour, then 30 minutes before taking your trade on probably 15 minutes or so. But in this case, my entry time frame is 4 hours, so I will be looking at the market from the higher time frames, so that I can better understand the bigger picture. And not only that, not only because I'm taking my trade on 4 hour. If you want to trade any asset, first of all, you need to understand the main direction of that market. And for you to be able to see that, you need to come to time frame like weekly or monthly time frame. So in my case here, now let's start with S&P 500. You come to weekly time frame, okay, and then you look at the market overall. Okay, if you look at the market overall, what do you see? You see the market trending to the upside, as you can see. Okay, going to the upside. What does it tell you about this market? It tells you that this market is a bullish market. So as a trader, when you see a market has been trending to the upside for years, then you want to consider buying in that direction. If you look at some of the trade here, you see some of the trade I took here, they are all buy trade. Now, that doesn't mean that the market can retrace. As you can see, the market retrace here for a long time during the tariff of the thing and all those things. But when that happens, it will definitely bounce back to the upside. So what you just want to be looking out for is the retracement that comes, like this retracement, all this pullback. That is what you want to be buying into. But when you come to higher time frame, what you just want to establish is what is the main direction, the general direction of this market. So here now we've identified that this market is a bullish market because it has continued to make higher highs, like that. So now that you've understand that, you want to consider buying. Okay, so you now come to a much lower time frame, so that you can better analyze the structure of the market, so you know what you are looking or where you will be taking your entry. So I will come to daily time frame. Okay, when you come to daily time frame, as you can see on daily time frame, this leg that we see on higher time frame here, this particular pull, this particular push that we have here. Okay, let's look at it on daily time frame. This is it on daily time frame here, as you can see. And as you can see, the market has been making some kind of higher highs, higher lows, right? So now what you just want to look out for is a pullback. When you see a pullback, and then you wait for your confirmation. So here in this case, a pullback has already happened here. A pullback happened here. Okay, a pullback happened here. A pullback happened here. Then the market jump up. A pullback happened here. The market jump is already going to the upside. So now what you want to be patient. Okay, you want to be patient. Market, you don't just jump into you want to be patient. So you wait for another pullback to happen. It could happen in between. The pullback could happen here. It could happen anywhere, but whenever the pullback happen, that is when you want to consider taking your trade. But since we are not, our entry time frame is not for a daily, you want to go to your daily time, your entry time frame, so that you can better see when and where to enter the market, the main area to enter the market. So let's go to 4-hour time frame. Okay, so on 4-hour, as you can see, this is the pullback now on 4-hour, right? So if I were to take this trade, okay, this is on my last video last week. If I were to take this trade when the market was here, if I want to take this trade, I will be expecting a pullback to this particular point, because a pullback to this point and then a green candle Now, I'm talking about confirmation now. When that pullback happens, okay, I'm talking about the main pullback. Okay, it happens now. Good. Now, the next thing you want to wait for is that when it push up, you want to wait for the market to pull back. Let's say, for example, now, okay, let's say here now, the market pull back here, okay, and it push up. Now, you want to wait for the market to pull back again, okay, to this particular level. Then you wait for what? A green candle confirmation, like a bullish candle. Like it could be a bullish engulfing candle. It could be a pin bar like this around this area, okay. And then two things: the candle confirmation and then the double bottom pattern that forms. That is when you will take entry. Here now in this case, I won't take my entry because now this red candle that came here doesn't give me any confirmation, doesn't give you anything. That is not a green candle, it's not a bullish engulfing candle, it's not a pin bar, it's not nothing. So I will wait until I see what happens. So you can see the market actually, because the confirmation is not there, the market actually dropped down further. So now that this one doesn't hold, then you are not going to take your trade there. Then you come to this one. Okay, this one now, you've seen pin bar. So you wait for the second bottom to form. Okay, so if the second bottom came down and then you now see either another pin bar or a bullish engulfing candle, that's when you want to take a buy position. But in this case, it doesn't happen. The market just keeps shooting up. Now, in this case, as a trader, let the market go. You don't force the market. If the trade doesn't come, then it doesn't come. So you just let it be. You let it slide. You let it go. Opportunity will still come, provide itself. So those are the things that you look out for. So now, if you look at the confirmation here, the confirmation here, you wait for double bottoms to form, then a candle confirmation. Okay, a candle confirmation. So at the second bottom, when you see that candle confirmation, that is when you want to take a buy position. Okay, so let's look at another. Let me give you another example. This gold trade that I closed, let me just give you an example. I closed this trade and it's actually paying me. Actually, I closed this trade because the market was not too certain for me. So I closed the trade. The market was here. I think I closed the trade around here. I closed the trade around here. Yeah, this is where I closed the trade, somewhere here. And after I close the trade, the market just starts shooting to the upside. Anyways, let's leave that aside. So now, if you look at the market here, there is a pullback. Okay, look at the first. Let's look at it. The market pulled back drastically here. Okay, and I'm going to be realistic. Okay, when the market came down here and we start having this choppiness, I will expect the market pull back to the upside here. What I will be expecting is another pullback to this particular level. Okay, then when I see that pullback, I will be looking for my candlestick confirmation here. But what happened when the market came? Okay, when the market came down, it didn't even get to this particular level, this support level. It didn't get to this particular level where the buyers initially took initiative here. The market didn't get there. So that is the first thing. Second thing, when the candle forms, it doesn't give me any candlestick confirmation like pin bar, stuff like that. There is no candlestick confirmation here. So I won't take this trade. So, but eventually after the two green candle that forms, you can see the market crash to the downside. Okay. So now, why do I take my entry here? Okay. There is something we call triple bottoms as well. Forget about the fact that they are not well aligned. Okay. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we just have a little dip to the downside. It doesn't matter. This is a triple bottom. This is the first bottom, second bottom, third bottom. And then there is another confirmation that I used to have, which is my RSI. Okay, let me show you. When this triple bottom was being formed, either it is double bottom or triple bottom, you want to consider your RSI as well. You will see the RSI was moving to the upside. Okay, the RSI was moving to the upside. It's making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so after the triple bottom, I realized that okay, the market might eventually bounce from here. Unlike in this case here, there is no signal from my RSI here. There is nothing aligned. I don't have any double bottom. I don't have any confirmation. Right? Okay. And if you look at it, you see the market was still making lower lows, lower high here. You can see lower lows, two lower lows here, and then the RSI is still doing the same thing. Lower lows, lower. You can see the RSI is still doing the same thing. So which means that here that you shouldn't be thinking of taking any trade here. But after this consolidation, after these three bottoms here, you can see the direction change, and then that was when I started thinking of buying. That was why I took this trade, but eventually I didn't make the opportunity, and the markets I closed early. So the point here is look for a pullback. Then after you see that pullback, you want to wait for some price action patterns like double bottom, triple bottoms, or reverse head and shoulder pattern. Then you want to consider your RSI as well, RSI divergence, before you take your trade. However, make sure you understand the market sentiment. If you look at gold is also a bullish market. If you come to weekly time frame and look at it from bigger picture, see that the same thing that is happening to RSI, S&P 500 is what is not the same thing like how the S&P 500 is bullish, so also is good. And you will see that most of my position in gold so far in the past, you can see buy. Most of them are buy trade, buy trade, because it's a bullish market. Okay, you can see all this move. I was buying into it because it's a bullish market. Now, this is where we are. Okay, and this leg now is already going, and it's already going. So you want to wait for pullback, like this kind of pullback, and then come to your entry time frame and look for entry opportunity. Okay, so this is what I want to show you. I believe the video is helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, and we'll be coming out with more powerful videos in the coming days. So subscribe and follow.